All right, all right, all right. Hopefully that should be doing everything properly. Hello, everyone. How's it going? This is a nice, relaxed stream. Nothing super crazy going on. I'm just doing some research for a video I'm going to be doing on My Hero Academia. So we're going to be going through uh, volume. What volume am I on? Am I on volume 7? Oh, that's correct. Volume 7. Let me make sure I have everything set up properly. I kind of did this last minute type deal. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Put that right back there. All right. Good. There we go. You're looking on point today. Thank you very much. Very much. I put a lot of pride in my hair. Put that there. I'm going to put myself up at the top corner here anyway. Can all this back up. The chat box. That's not the right properties. Boxed. Yeah, box is what I usually have. Okay, close. Set that up. And then I will pop out my live chat. All right. Don't expect this to be a lot of heavy commentary or anything like that. It's mostly just going to be me sitting here, occasionally mumbling to myself as I read this. I'm not going to be reading it out or anything. It's just me going through this. And I thought I might make it, see how it works as a little bit of a more of a community thing for a little bit. I don't know how well this is going to go over or people are going to do. Go beyond plus ultra. Yes, yes. Always go beyond plus ultra. Break all your limbs. Hello, Celtic. How's it going? Hey, man, it's going all right. Yesterday was kind of up and down. I had a friend that was supposed to come over, and he had to cancel, and we are going to do it today, and he couldn't do it today either because things just from the day before just spilled over. So couldn't do it then either. So now we're planning on doing it next week. And that's just annoying because I haven't seen him in like God since before I went to visit Twipe in Vancouver. That was before August, something like that. Crazy. Uh, but yeah, as you guys can see, for those who are familiar, I am currently on chapter 54, which is volume 7. I hope to get through another volume today taking notes, but will depend how long the notes take to take. I have a notebook here. I'm currently on page 18 of notes. Let me guess. My hero. How many times someone said smash? No, it's not going to be how many times someone said smash. No, I'm going through and I have a list of about 20 critiques. I might go back and like add more that are commonly in the My Hero fandom. And basically, I'm going through, I'm seeing whether or not they pass muster and whether or not they missed critiques that I would have made. Or if maybe the critiques were poorly aimed. That's sort of what I'm looking to do when I'm going through this. Trying to get a grasp on your taste in anime, and he keeps eluding me. Lol, sometimes you're just a fan of popular things, sometimes you stay away from popular stuff, and I'm trying to figure it out. I I honestly I can't get a gauge for what I would taste into. Uh, if you hear something, I have a cat in here. I can show you guys. Come here, buddy. Oh, oh, careful, careful. There we go. Everyone, this is Artemis. This is Artemis. He's my kitty cat. He's my brave boy, my handsome lad. Um, you want him back down? That's why I'm covered in cat hair. He's a white cat. I like wearing black. It doesn't mix very well. Waiting for volume 10 with fixing My Hero Academia. I don't know if I could do fixing My Hero Academia. That's an even larger undertaking than Ruby. It feels like. Oh, Mike lost audio. Mike lost audio. He says it's fine. Big fan of your work in fixing Ruby in general. Your critical insight has helped me in my own work. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Dark Fang. That's always what I want to hear. I always want my work to inspire people to do more, to take their own work that extra step forward. Just okay, I lost audio. Ignore me. Like chapter you want to stop reading at the Giga Chad Doofenshmirtz arc. I'm not up to there yet. I'm currently in the dead set of the Stain arc. Okay, my cat wants out. I'll let him out. Ugh. Hey, buddy, come on out. But yeah, no, this is a chill stream. So basically, I'm just gonna be reading silently, typically to myself. I'm not gonna be reading this out because Jesus Christ, I've already blown my voice doing some voice acting today. And I'll be occasionally making notes. Maybe I'll say them out to you guys. Maybe I'll be reacting to things that you say. But it's mostly for everyone to hang out, chill amongst yourselves. I wish I had some good background music, but because I didn't really plan that far ahead. I have some stuff playing off my headphones here, loud enough that I can hear, but hopefully not loud enough that my mic picks it up, because I don't know if it's copyright or not. I don't want that on my stream. So yeah. I have a lot of thoughts. Believe me, there are a lot of observations I've made about people and characters and how people interpret those characters. Actually, just trying to think if there's a better way I could format this so I could see chat a little more consistently. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. All right, I'm gonna put this way. All right, that, and then put this here, something like this. Yeah, that'll help. And then I'll go here, and I will. It's Alt, isn't it? Gotta scroll all the way down to that double spread. Make sure I can fit it all. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, that's just nice. That's nice. There we go. All right. There we go, everyone. Some rules and guides of people. Yeah, yeah. I'm only at current about 1/8 of the way through modern My Hero Academia. I really wish I had started this earlier, but I would have probably been doing this again anyway to research it. So I'm kind of getting fresh. Current thoughts on Bakugo? Bakugo is actually a very consistently written character. Um, I actually very much appreciate Bakugo in this setting. There's a lot that I actually appreciate about Bakugo on rewatch, or I guess reread. Or I watched the anime. I'm current on the anime, so I know up through season 6, which is up through UA having a ridiculous like self defense system and all that kind of such. And I think Ochiko's speech. I think that was like one of the last things that happened. But I actually I've come to like Bakugo as a character, for the record. I hate him as a fucking person. Jesus Christ. course, I told you it was the same. How do you like the Vigilante Deku arc? I have serious criticisms about the Vigilante Deku arc. Um, for one, calling it a Vigilante Deku arc, I don't even know if he's a vigilante at that rate. Um, he's always chop. I mean, it's literally a chop. That's why his hand is moving. Well, that remains to be seen with its story getting really bad. That being, I know a lot of the I think at least half of the criticisms that I have in here refer almost exclusively to that latter section of the story. Any interesting observations about the Stain arc currently? Hmm. I came across this. I remember hearing this in the original show, but I never quite followed up. Heroes can't arrest criminals. They have no arresting power. They have to bring them into the police, but I don't know exactly how that works exactly. And that confuses the hell out of me. Quirk law, especially, has gotten kind of muddied as I've gone along. Um, I mean, there's not too much to say necessarily right now. Stain's arc is actually relatively straightforward. Oh, also another one that might be Todoroki might be the most strategically minded person in all of one A. That's a conclusion that I've recently come to. Shoto is incredibly intelligent. Now, I should be clear here. One thing that I'm doing, I'm actually going through a fan translation that was concurrent with the Viz translation. I don't know where to get the Viz translation. I'm just on my regular the site that I normally read manga on. Totally and legitly legally, of course. Wink, wink. Um, and more interesting character, Bakugo or Deku. You can't have one without the other. Simple as that. They're both very interesting. Within the ice. we're not gonna slander it. I love My Hero Academia. I love this show. I love this manga. I love the anime, and I'm loving the manga. Manga's. I think the anime actually does a lot of things better. It actually fleshes out a lot of 1A a lot better than the manga does. Not that the manga needed to, for the record. That's going to be one of the critiques that I need to knock down a little bit. Gadget someone could easily imitate a quirk. Now imagine a quirkless villain like that. There's a lot with the quirkless that will be addressed in this video as well. I'm taking observations a lot on the nature of quirklessness in this society. Wait, that is out of the question. Oh, that's out of the question. Ingenium is going to die. Okay. Hey there, Rex. How's it going? Unrelated, do you like Black Clover? Never watched it. I heard the character's voice was annoying and it never looked like it appealed to me necessarily. Okay, actually, I gotta read focus on this. Oh, Dragon Slayer. Subscribed, yay. So you cool down the leg. So Ida wants to cool down his leg. Ida gets freaking pinned to the ground, man. What are you planning here? It's been so long since I've actually watched this. That was all three of them, and I realized this team name could just be I. Izu, Ida. No, wait. What am I saying? Todoroki doesn't have an I in his name. Never mind. I'm stupid. T's look like eyes to my brain. That's great. Professional author doesn't know what a letter is. I do like these translators. They seem to be really chill with the official translators. They're really good guys. It sounds like they have a really good relationship with them. Gran Torino. Oh, this is chapter 55. Night, Kirito. Idoroki. I wrote a book as a man who can't into letter. The teen name became Spanish. C. Come on, the sound for that is not new. It's we all know that. We all know that. See, makes more sense. I can't wait till we get like an extra because some of the extras that are really eye opening. Um, I would love to see what the bottom of his feet look like. Like, are they like do they have holes in them or what? I mean, I've seen the bottom of his shoes, obviously, but the bottom of his feet. The mutations in this setting are just crazy. I don't know. Jujutsu Kaisen and JoJo kind of have that same energy to me. Like the meme of the whole "nah, I'd win" thing for something like there's that blase like attitude that it doesn't click with me. I kind of got a similar feel from Chainsaw Man, though I that one just because I think it looks goofy, and I know that's probably rich coming from me. Um, which is your favorite? Mine is the second one. Yes, the second one is my favorite as well. I actually think it's my favorite. I know. I think it was Mupa. We were discussing it in the Sketchy Huntsman briefly, and Mupa. I think it was her. It might have been someone else, but I remember it being like her voice. Very emphatically did not like the second one. Meanwhile, I think the third one is my least favorite. Um, the second one actually does a lot of heavy lifting in terms of fixing what people consider a major problem, and the fact that it needs more love for that. Again, I don't want to go into specifics because I'm going to have a whole video on this. just leave that to my site. As for us, right now, go towards the address I'm about to tell you for me. Okay. Just a vid on it, but it's a thorough vid. That's why I'm planning on doing it. It's about covering the major criticisms of the show and maybe lobbing a few of my own at them and seeing basically how fair a lot of them are or not, that sort of thing. Defeat you. Wait, Shoto, you've encased people in ice before. This movie will have a lot of at least it's better than Ruby moments. Yes. I'll have to be very careful where I put those because those have to be freaking strategic, man. I can't just flood the freaking video with them. Where'd you guys get rope? Maybe him? Oh, got from a trash heap. I should do a Spy X Family manga reading stream. I mean, I would, but I've already read the entire manga of Spy X Family up to current. I'm current on that. So, what would I react to? Nomu's brothers. I don't understand people that didn't like the cultural festival. I heard that was a criticism that people didn't like the cultural art, the festival arc. Gentle Criminal and La Brava are fantastic characters. They are so much fun. And considering how heavy some of the storylines in My Hero have gotten over the years, they are a breath of fresh air in levity. And I am so hoping that they come back as either vigilantes or heroes, effectively. Also, is that the guy's still there? Good. I want those two back. They are my Roman and Neo for this series, and they are amazing. Yoink! Ikari no Afghan? Oh, Ikari no Afghan. Which I find highly amusing. Back when the Mujahideen were lionized for fighting against the dirty Soviets. Um, Kinds of wrath, it evokes a very different reaction indeed, at least in my old neck of the woods. Let's just be Midori no Hero. Oh. References to other works can be quite recent. Chivalrous hero who was teaching Tetsuya. Fuso Kaindo, which initially translated as force kind. However, it might be fourth kind, both in reference to his forearms and to a not so well known alien abduction film of the same name. Talk about Agent Smolder, am I right, fellas? I remember hearing about the fourth kind. Where did I hear of that before? Also, for the record, like I can't really type. My keyboard is currently like shoved into a corner here, so I have room to write. Um, Supposedly the Nomu with wings could have been an old friend of Deku and Bakugo. Fuck, if that is, that's messed up. I mean, was it someone back in like chapter one? Here, let me. That's the wrong direction. Oh, that's a 0. Oops. Also, holy crap, chapter 0 is insane. I forgot the earlier chapters had like a scantily clad angel girl at the start. Where was it? Where is the this kid? Trying to get a good look at the wings. There we go. They don't look like the same kind of wings, so I don't think so. But I mean, if it is, Jesus, is this just the same chapter again? Yeah, it is. Okay. It does that sometimes. I don't know what the difference is, but it doubles up like that. Chapter 56. Oh, it's not a theory. The print manga confirmed the Wing Nomu things. We'll see if that comes across in the notes. Because, Christ, that's tragic. When you think about it, that's a 14-year-old. That thing was a 14-year-old. That's not fun. I can't even find the words. Fucking goddamned. Well, this is a theory. An MAH theory. Thanks for reading. Well, first note of the chapter. What's wrong with your face? One of my observations that I'm going through here is the nature and definition of the word hero is constantly at focus, which you might say, yeah, that makes sense in a manga called My Hero Academia, but in true reality, it really doesn't mean the same thing that it does in our current day and age. And what a lot of what Deku and All Might embody, and a lot of the characters that start to surround them gradually over time, and a lot of the characters that join them in their escapades, they bring back the classic traditional term of heroism. They actually embody the nature of heroism, as opposed to what heroes are understood to be in this world, which is a hero as a profession, which has its own separate kind of definition and rules and laws that go along with it that are not necessarily in line with the traditional sense of the term. Stain has a point. Stain's whole thing here is that he has a goddamn point. Wait, the Vigilante manga confirms Stain used to have a nose? That's hilarious. Get wrecked, Stain. Oh fuck yeah! Perforate his his legs, his lungs, his lungs. Hello, hi Brian, how's it going? No, no, it's not about people making money. Like the profession of heroism in concept isn't the worst, but it's what it's become, which is a quote unquote another profession. There's some interesting thoughts that are sprinkled throughout My Hero Academia, challenging a lot of different worldviews on a lot of different things. Christ, he did a number on the freaking Nomu. Where's the Surigami means facial expression, also giving his name Kenji. Inu. Surigamai. It's not about the money, it's about sending a message. It's a glorified job. Yeah, that's part of the problem, is that heroism is a glorified job. Um, When we talk about the age, that's probably something to discuss. Actually, I'll make a note of that. That's a very good point that I just did not consider because like you get kind of into the anime mindset and you got to be careful about that because it makes you stop thinking logically. Why the frack is UA a high school, not a college? Now, mind you, there is actually some information in here that talk about the nature of Japan and Japanese high schools and how they are actually specialized into different career programs. So that might actually have a cultural difference that we're not aware of. I remember that it's one of the interesting. There's a lot of interesting behind the scenes notes that are being made not just by the author but also being left behind by the translation team. It's why I think you see a lot of more fantastical high schools in um, manga. Rough. Should have gotten. Okay, wait. There's a level of stupidity here. Of course, such individual weaponization is a force that can cause injury very easily. The public can fully recognize such a prospect. Heroes rose up and became an equal. Oh, for the record, this is not the official translation. I'm not reading the official translation. I'm reading a fan translation, which has some slight differences as far as I've told. Like they've misgendered two characters already. Um, they might just because of how Japanese pronouns work. It's just easy to do that. It's easy to do that when you don't know the characters. It's because their forebears adhere strictly to the rules and morals. Like on the other paw, those who aren't qualified yet might harm others through the use of their quirks throughout the direction of their guardian spirits. Even in self defense, using a quirk to attack another person is a violation. This is this is easily the dumbest thing in the manga yet. I mean, Jesus, this is so dumb. So dumb. Not to get into anything necessarily political, but you, as a human, have a right to defend yourself by whatever means necessary when deadly force is used against you. There is nothing that exceeds it other than prolonged torture after the threat has been neutralized. If someone is attacking you with a sword and the ability to paralyze you, there is no moral obligation for you to hold back against them whatsoever. If you are a trained professional MMA fighter, you go freaking ham on him. If you have a gun, you shoot him. If you have a knife, you stab him. You have a right to defend yourself. This series is saying, no, I don't care if in your back pocket you have a magic device that allows you to just, you have Spider-Man web slinging powers. You can immediately stick them to a wall and neutralize them. No, you can't use that. I forgot about this in the anime. I remember this from the anime. I forgot about it until just now. And Todoroki's arguing back from the position of being a hero in training, not from just, hey, we have a right to defend ourselves and people around us. It's not even a lack of a Second Amendment, it's a lack of recognition of just basic human rights. Even in, like, the UK, where you don't have a Second Amendment right, if someone attacks you and you stab them with a knife, you're typically going to be let off, though we've seen some cases that get kind of weird recently. Um, it's such a frustrating thing. And I do know that Japan has some very strict laws. Japan has some very strict laws. It has a very low crime rate, technically speaking, as well. But it also has a very high conviction rate, too, even compared to the US. Okay, I have dinner in 45 minutes, so I'll be heading out in probably about 40 minutes here, folks. This does, when I stream it, it does slow down my progress, sadly. I've been getting consistently through volumes in about 2 hours, a little bit, give or take, depending on how many notes I need to take. Um, the phrase, then conclude the hero killer's Burns endeavor was a man to merit. Your dog it. this realistic dog. Face Dogman, which I had to localize would be Grover Visage. That's amazing. I love hearing like the translators be like, "Well, we could translate the Japanese names into an English name or something like it." It's fun to see what ideas they had to come up with before or even after. Oh, a minute. Gotta message someone. That's I like how they have fun with this. The sandwich is very fun. It's also surprisingly difficult. There's only so many usable puns to go around. Doggone it. Um, some of My Language Academia. Surigami Kenji is now your new dog. That's cute. That's cute. See why I like this translation? The guy has personality. How many chapters does this volume go up to? 62. Standard. Akaguro Chizome. Like a Moe meme. What? My face like the Moe meme? What? I think perpetrated, brionized by the business and occurred. Against villain D. Endeavor is certainly worthy of praise for taking on that villain D. Absolutely. I need a freaking shave, man. I haven't shaved in a while. I get really lazy with it because I get yelled at when I shave. Because I make a mess, apparently. So. We're in the copter. There's no reporter in the copter. There's no reporter in the copter. SCP reference? Which SCP reference? Zoom down. What was I going to say? Blamed, right? He's blamed. These nuts. Sorry, I had to. SCP-2316. I do not know that off the top of my head. Also, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Everyone just chill out. Be right back. There we go. I return. The bodies in the water. The Dread Lake. Which, by the way, there are none. Nope, no bodies to be found. None whatsoever. Do you see anything? Because I sure as hell don't. I love the first Nomu. He always looks so happy. First Nomu is such a good guy. He's such a happy guy. Happy lad. This guy, less happy. This guy, totally chill. This guy is so cool. All right, you know you could just crack a beer open with him and you'd have a good time. Not that I drink any beer, but you know. Holy shit! We're seeing Gigantomachia already? Oh, that's interesting. One of my observations going into this is that this story is very fly by the seat of your pants, writing wise. Um, and I don't know what you mean. Public. There's nothing wrong with being properly hydrated. All right? Nothing whatsoever. You can just walk down the street and drink anything you want. No one has to bother. No one ever has to bother you. All right. Oh. Hooray used to be good at really saying after Vigilante arc he seemed to give up on setting payoff. I have thoughts on that. I have a suspicion when it comes down to what might have quote unquote gone wrong with My Hero. Um, Also, don't think I didn't notice Himiko there, but she's going to be relevant very quickly. So. I love the girls in the beauty commercial. It's so cute. Just gotta say, Kendo's got that Athena Sykes look down pat, and I love it. Actually, it is interesting. This panel? Oh, he's come. Oh, because he's dyeing his hair. Oh. I'm reading a fic right now. It's Green Tea Rescue. It's actually pretty good. I recommend it. It's an alternate take on if actually if Midoriya had a quirk starting out. He had like a telekinesis quirk, and it's really amusing because like the one of the running jokes is that he is the G-rated hero. It's really cute. So just permanent damage. I do have a Discord, but it's patron only. If you want $1 or more to my Patreon, gets you access. My Patreon gets you access to the Team Frostbite Discord server, where I, Fatman Falling, Dashy Lee, and a whole host of other people from around the Ruby community and larger communities gather together to just chill out, hang out. But if you want, you can just tag me on Twitter. Why not? I have a Twitter account at Raymond underscore McNeil. Ashbarian, no, that's my sales pitch. I'm the one that makes the sales pitch. I'm the grifter. I should have contacted Mr. Manuel first. I'll kill you, save him first. That's why until I become. Okay. You know, I find it interesting. If I were Izuku, I'd be like, dude, get the graft. Get the graft. His whole point with Todoroki was, dude, no, fight at full power. Get back your feeling in your fingers. Get back your you take back your sensation in your hand. Todoroki. So what was the exact punishment there? Which fic that I was talking about, Brian? The one this stream I said green tea rescue. You actually Cameron Bailey typed it out. If you scroll up a little bit in the chat, um, but there's also there. I talked about one on stream with Kaiser the other day, called "When You Walk Through the Garden," or "If You Walk Through the Garden," I think is the actual name of it. I've actually put the link for it in that video's comments. You can scroll through that to try and find it. That stream. In case of them being. Man, I do not envy typesetters, but I also sometimes feel like get annoyed. They have plenty of space to work with here. You could have filled that easier. What's with the ants, dude? Ants are freaking scary. Like if you understand like what ants can accomplish with their weird hive mind type mentality thing going on, look up some videos, man. Ant bridges are scary. Bullet ants can kill. Like ants, you don't fuck with ants, all right? Like you fine, you have your little black ants that scurry around on the ground. You can squish them, whatever. There are some ants you are better off like falling in a viper pit than facing. All right, there are some ants you just do not mess with. Oh, we have met a. Oh, Okay, interesting. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Beginning. It's doing things so steadily. Remove all obstacles. Let's see. The rumors that recently, even the legit support companies have been doing black market deals with guys without any hero qualifications. What constitutes support equipment? If you build a jetpack on your own free time, you can just legally do that anywhere. I'm pretty sure you could just build a jetpack. A really shitty jetpack. You just build one in your backyard, fire it up, go blasting into the sky. You don't have a landing strategy. You fall down, splat, and die. It doesn't matter though. You're allowed to do that. You are allowed to build one. What qualifies as support equipment in this society? This is an area where I am uniquely suited because, I have a history with law. So I would need to know what laws are being cited and what justifications under them. Also, I would love to know how this differs across countries because we're only really seeing a slice of Japan, and I know that there's not a lot of reference happening to the rest of the world. Time before All Might. Well, we'll get to America and see how they treat things. Hmm. I'm streaming right now. Yeah, but I told you. Hey, hey. You warn people. No one listens to you. Mystery Orator found no success. No power in mere words. Jesus Christ, this chapter's been going on forever. Like, to compare, chapter 5.3 through chapter 56. All this page. And then a little bit of the top page. And this page, 57. Almost entirely notes. And they're not even gag notes. They're actually important. Jesus Christ, is an important chapter. Stain arc is pretty dense. Stain single chapter is pretty dense, media. The chapter is dense. Stain himself in blood. Oh god, dinner smells so good. Hey, mustard. What's this? It's a hand crusher, which is possessed by... That's a hand crusher? Who built that? Why? 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 Why would you do that? On first read, I started to think it was just another hero story, but then, oops, all heavily loaded cultural commentary. Yeah. Quite frankly, there is a major argument in here about the nature of self-defense and maybe criticism towards Japan and how they handle it. But I don't know. Well, I'll have to hold off on that. I don't know what I should note here. Why music? Are you guys hearing my music? I have some music playing that I'm listening to, but I'm trying not to make sure it picks up on my microphone. It's 6:40. Unfortunately, my time is up. I only got through what, like one, two, three, four. I only got through 4 chapters out of 9. Pretty sure it's 9, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to continue this off screen. These streams, I'll probably do another one again. These are fine. They're nice and relaxing. I'm not doing anything super strenuous. It is. It is a lot. I go a lot slower when I'm reacting to chat, so I don't know how ideal this is. Next time I stream will probably be sometime next week when it comes down to this. Maybe Saturday, depending how things go. We'll have to see. Uh, Basically, next time that you guys catch me streaming this, I'm going to be on a completely different friggin' chapter. I'm going to be somewhere. Well, let's see. At this rate, I get about 2 volumes done. Let me give me an estimate. If I finish this tonight, then I do Yayo Roso Rising. I do that one. That's today. Tomorrow, those 2 maybe. Day after, Friday. Saturday, I'd be on a Talk About Your Quirk. I'd be on like volume 13 by Saturday. We'll see if I keep that pace. For now, still squarely in volume 7. But thank you all so much for watching. I've had a fun time. Jesus Christ, I cannot believe that there's... If that sounds like a lot, like, oh man, you skipped right. You're going to be on volume 13 by the time you get streaming. There's 40 volumes of this. There are 40 volumes and more to come. It's insane. You're showing the whole page. YouTube is not the best place to stream. You might get copyright strike. Really? Really? I did not realize that would be a risk for a still image that I'm slowly scrolling across. That's interesting. We'll see what happens. I'll see if the copyright hits me. That said, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you've had a fun time. I'm going to go get some food.